Do you want to know what a full week of strength training with a pro basketball athlete looks like? Then this video is definitely for you. Follow along the program with the exercises and methods we use in our 5 training sessions. From band assistant plyometric drills to overcoming isometrics, weighted mobility drills, all the way to heavy resistance exercises. No matter if you're an up-and-coming basketball player or inspiring strength coach, this video is for you. Gain understanding on how to coach or just what is new in the basketball performance world. Let's get it. Sam is a professional basketball player that is preparing for his pro season, and I'm going to show you what we do throughout the week. So this is our day 1 of our training week. It's going to be a dynamic day, which means after a good warm-up, we're going to do some plyometrics, or we're going to move moderate load as fast as possible. But obviously first a good warm-up. Today I started with some barefoot full body exercises, include some balance drills, and at the end some extensive plyos. Obviously guys have to be warmed up as good as possible because we start with max intent. So after 10 to 15 minute warm-up, the party is starting. So first superset that I have for you here is a contrast set. First one is going to be weighted dumbbell counter movement jumps. So we're going to go single jumps for 6 reps. And then after 30-second break, we're going to go band assisted counter movement jump. So you're going to really feel light with this band assisted jumps here. The goal is to look over the bar, over there, over the rack. And we do this, as you can see, 3 sets. When we complete this superset, we move on to B superset, which is dumbbell lateral punch. So basically we're moving laterally here with dumbbell, and then we contrast this with med ball single arm throw, rotational throw, as you can see here. So sets and reps you can see on the screen, obviously. Especially important for basketball players is that we cover all planes of motion. So here we got a frontal and transverse plane covered. So after this, we're going to move on to some isometrics. First one is going to be a single leg hip thrust power iso. So overcoming iso hold here. You're going to hold for 3 seconds, as powerful as possible. And then we're going to switch. We're going to do that 3 per side. And we're going to combine that with single leg hamstring catches. So this one is you're going to lay on the floor and you're going to stop rapidly. As you can see here, Sam doing this. This one is a little bit more hamstring dominant. So the first one was more glute. This one is going to be hamstring. A little bit of a core tricep at the end, core and ankles. This Swiss ball rollback is pretty spicy. You guys can try this if you haven't seen this exercise yet. And side plank with Swiss ball between your ankles. Also not easy, I would say. All right, that is for day 1. And we're moving on to day 2. A little bit of a side note, guys, do shooting and some individual work on the floor. So we're focusing purely on physical preparation here. So day 2 is going to be our a little bit more traditional strength work. So our full body strength session. So we're going to move moderate to heavy weights. But first, obviously, we're going to warm up good. In this body weight core circuit, I included hip exercise, a scapula exercise, and a core exercise. And after this, we're going to potentiate our central nervous system with some counter movements here, body weight. And the last exercise is going to be banded deceleration 1-2 stops. So this warm-up and makes logical sense because we're gonna use 1-2 jumps in the main part. So basically we're preparing our body for what's coming next. Here we want to have a long first step, then rapid stop. And here we go. So this is our day 2. For the first superset, we start with trap bar deadlifts. Obviously, these are only working sets here, so we have first 2 warm-up sets, and then we have 3 working sets for 5 reps. We try to go as heavy as possible. We combine this with 2-step. Well, here it says drop jumps, but we just went with normal 1-2 jumps. And each set we basically try to load, so it's still technique still looks good, but their body is challenged. So this is my job as a coach here to provide that information. And yep, so after this we're gonna move to some isometrics. So this is a dumbbell lunge iso hold. Here we try to go moderate for 20 to 25 seconds. I count this more as an assistance work for lower body. And after this, we're moving on to upper body. So we got some weighted push-ups. I like this dumbbell setup so wrists are not hurting. And some lying dumbbell row. So basically a push-pull combo. And then some assistance upper body work. We go a little bit more hypertrophy, so higher reps. Dumbbell seated shoulder press and some shoulder abductions. All right, so we are at day 3. This is our recovery day. Basically, I don't mind if basketball players sometimes take this as a full day of rest, but the guys were feeling good and they came here to do our 30-minute mobility and some isometric sessions. So basically we're going light today. We are focusing on some weaker spots, let's call that. Sam had a bit of a shoulder issues last season, so you're gonna see some shoulder prehab exercises. Starting off with this high plank opposite lift, cool body weight exercise. And we're gonna combine it, not a mermaid plank, but basically we're gonna go half kneeling lateral swings. Sometimes I go off script. I want to say to other coaches, I do change some of the exercise, especially for these recovery days, just to keep the athlete engaged, or sometimes I just get a better idea. So these, I love deficit lunge, deep tear plyos, especially for the recovery day. Deeper joint angles for knee health. This one focuses on posterior chain. I don't even have a name for this exercise, but if you think about it, looks like a kettlebell swing, right? A little bit modified single leg version. And then we have some lateral lunges, switches, again, deep angles, basically count as a weighted mobility exercise. Hips are opening up. And Jefferson curls, this is like a 20-kilo kettlebell, focusing on a good exhale and full range of motion. I got basketball players doing handstands. This was kind of an optional exercise, but Sam wanted to try, and he said shoulders feeling good after this, so we're just keeping this in the program. And some lying pro iso holds for the end. So yeah, that is for day 3, and we are ready to go for day 4, our second dynamic day. So we start off with some hops for impulse. So we try to get off the ground as quick as possible. And then band assisted split squat jumps. We focus on the vert, obviously. Moving on to back squats from box. We focus here on the concentric part, so on the upper part. We try to go up in less than 1 second. So we're gonna put, you can see a lot of weight, but this is basically 60% of the guys 1 RM max. So we're not maxing out on the back squats, and some hamstring flippers. basically imitating max velocity, a sprinting stride, right? So we're gonna superset this for 3 working sets. The guys were moving around 120. We started 120 kilos, and we finished at about 150 kilos. Yeah, and now moving on to our C superset is our upper body landmine push press. So this is like a moderate load, but we try to go as explosive on the way up. And pull-ups, so first 2 sets, we try to move also as fast as possible on the way up. And then 2 sets I got are more eccentric, so basically just lowering. This is pretty heavy. We go 2 arms up, 1 arm down. And on the pull-ups, we're gonna go weighted. So this is 9 kilo med ball between the knees. And for the end, we got some core finisher on the glute ham raise. So these reverse flies here. Then we're gonna go full plate sit-ups. And then last one is gonna be for the obliques, oblique side bend. And we are done with day 4. And last day, day 5, our second strength day. The guys are pretty spent by this point. Basically 4 weight room sessions, 4 basketball sessions. So this one is a mental battle a little bit, especially when you have to start your morning with Bulgarian split squats. We go pretty heavy here for 6 reps. Superset this with single leg calf raises, focusing on the eccentric part. This is like 30 kilos in his hands. So pretty psycho way to start off your day. But hey, we're professionals, right? Some hamstring eccentrics, single leg barbell RDLs. We focus on 3 to 5 second lowering. This is around 60 kilos, 70 kilos on the bar, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're gonna finish with some upper tricep. First one is gonna be dumbbell floor press. We go pretty heavy here. Limited range of motion, obviously. So this is our training week. Now listen to Sam about his training experience.
I always grew up as a skinny kid, like really skinny. I was always kind of tall, lanky, and everyone always said, "Yeah, he's got everything, but if he fills out, then it's the next step." And I was one of these guys where I really struggled to put on weight. You just got to keep eating. And in college, it works. So as a freshman, you get a meal pass, and you have the cafeteria, and we have unlimited swipes. So we can sit in the cafeteria for 2 hours till close until we're basically extremely full. That first year, freshman year, I think I came in 6'4", 6'5", and I was 70 kilos. And then I came out, I think the end of the year, 85 kilos. In the end, it's always mobility and then any rehab stuff, ISOs, plyos, Olympics, and then strength. And it sounds like a lot, but when I do it, it is an hour max one day, and it's 3 times a week throughout the year. And that is just perfect for me. I hit everything in them 3 days. It's always full body. And a lot of the warm up was probably is what I hold myself really accountable for, is getting the prep right, and then kind of you feel good through your lifts then. Yeah, training with Rock, I mean, for me, it's been a real pleasure, just because I feel like we're both kind of on the same page with a lot of things, and I think it's really important with a coach to be on the kind of same understanding, and also the understanding of pushing you, but not pushing you too far, and then also just not letting you scave through, or just scrape your way through a workout. It's a nice little balance. My big problem is that I always want to do more in a way, and sometimes that's just completely not necessary. And I think the program Rock has made me for the past month is really just set them guidelines and say, look, this is enough. You have the strength already. Let's focus on explosive and feeling good through the movements. Um, And yeah, that's kind of always been my problems. I always know kind of the goals that I want, and it's always being explosive and feeling really comfortable in my feet, my ankles, and kind of feeling springy. And I just don't have that knowledge to be so focused on one goal. Usually, I just kind of spread it out, see something on Instagram that I kind of like, mix it in a program, and yeah, as long as I do it 50%, all right, at least I've done something. Um, so I think that's the real pleasure of working with rock, is that the guidelines are there, and it's kind of a team situation to kind of find the best that works for me, the client.